This book is something that we had for many years in the bell, which tells you a little bit more of what we offer here at the Bell in Studham. Some of it now will be out of date due to being closed, but I hope you find it interesting nonetheless. The award-winning bell is over 500 years old and the second oldest property in Studham. Studham was previously called Studham, meaning home in the woods. We have the woods right next door to us. And as I say, it was the second oldest property to the church and is the highest pub in Bedfordshire. During the Civil War in the 17th century, some cavaliers escaped from St Albans and hid in the cellar. Oliver Cromwell's men came into the bell, and the cavaliers pretended they were Roundheads, but they were not fooled. Before the Roundheads arrived, the king's men threw their swords down a well that was situated where our kitchen is today. They know this as one of the swords got caught on the edge of the well and was hooked up. There is said to be a secret passage that from the saloon bar, which we now call the study bar, leads to the staircase which led to the third floor, where things were not used were stored in that room. We have to this day tried to find that secret passage, but it has eluded us so far. Although there are many areas that raise questions and curiosity. The bell was originally a refreshment house for people travelling along the road. Where the main sign to the bell sits at the front, used to simply be a hole in the middle of the road, and this was a cesspool where all the water ran away, and in those days it had a fence around to stop people from falling in. And today, in August 2004, Phil and myself moved into the bell, and in November 2009 we acquired the freehold. Phil has been a licensee for over 38 years now, and me in comparison a mere 22 years. And together we've set about to work with our team to provide a good choice of quality and affordable, good honest food and drink in hopefully what you'll find a warm and welcoming haven away from the day-to-day hustle and bustle. How strange strange it seems that we're closed at the moment. This is an old picture of the front of the bell with its old signage, Benskins ales. With the delivery with a horse and cart. The frontage there is pretty much the same with the windows, but now there is a lobby at the front there and an extension slightly to the side that happened a number of years ago. We had just some friendly notes about the eating and the drinking. With a little whimsical joke, the secret of enjoying a good wine. 1. Open the bottle to allow it to breathe. And number 2, if it does not look like it's breathing, give it mouth to mouth. The bell at a glance. We had Wi-Fi, 2-for-1 offers, open mic nights and quiz, Fizz Fridays that we'll hopefully have back in again soon. And we're licensed till late, and our popular Sunday roasts. And a vast selection of gifts all dotted around. And gift vouchers too that can be bought via our website still. And obviously when we were open. And our takeaway menu, which will be starting up again soon. Here we had details on holding a function, but obviously with social gatherings and social distancing we'll have to pop that on hold for now. And moving on to the little grown-ups, when children were very welcome. And we had paper and colouring pens, a toy bag, and the Mardle app, where if you asked for a selection of our Mardle pictures with animals and fairies and dinosaurs and little critters of all sorts, and if you placed your phone over the top it would bring them all to life for them to walk across your table. Obviously when we reopen those maybe still be available. And then we had our porcelain items for the children to draw on with mugs and frames and magnets and coasters. And then if you pop them in the oven, it makes the design permanent. And something that we'll have to take away for now was the small variety of kids' pocket money toys in our kids' basket and the lucky dip. Hopefully soon they'll come back. if you liked some of our decor when you used to come in, or the incense that we used to burn, then it's probably for sale. Our motto here is the bell for food and gifts we love. So we have gifts dotted all around, pictures, wall plaques, clocks, candles, incense, ornaments, fudge, jams, chutneys, and much more. If it has a price tag on it, then it's for sale. Great as a gift. Even better to keep for yourself. Not sure what to choose? Ask for a gift voucher, which can be spent on food, drink and gifts. You'll also see in the bar side our little library. Please feel free to read any of the books. Alternatively, each has a price on it to buy. When we do reopen, we're hoping to keep these things, but simply by asking you not to touch items unless you are purchasing them. We'll be introducing also a new range of greeting cards, some fun pub banter ones that, once they're available, if you go to our website, you'll be able to find more details. So let's have some interesting factoids. Now this was given to us by a very interesting lady called Denise Newman back in 2008, and she visited the Bell, and she was interested in doing a paranormal investigation for the Bell, as the Bell is over 500 years old, and she said she had a sense that it was very busy, even on one of our quiet lunch times during midweek, and it wasn't so much the living, it was more a case of our cellar, that spirits were using it as a corridor. But during her paranormal investigation, when she returned one day to do some recording, these were her results. The following spirit people that Denise has picked up on, and in most cases where received confirmation on camera that they were there when we asked for them. So we had a spirit lady in our downstairs women's toilets. There was a teddy and a dog by the fireplace in the cellar bar. There were 3 spirits in the upstairs main second floor bedroom. A man in his 50s that was hanged, and a young lad. These are 2 of the 3 people known to still walk upstairs. There were children in the smaller second floor bedroom, and also a woman named Flo or Florence. A spirit gentleman in the upstairs bathroom, and a spirit woman in the office upstairs on the first floor by the window. As well as these people that walk the building, we also picked up on soldiers hiding in the cellar and a well that was in the kitchen area. No other activity was caught except for a few light abnormalities and noises around the building. Denise also picked up that near the kitchen door, in the cellar bar, people may experience dizziness or become lightheaded, but not down to the alcohol that they consumed. Interesting factoids. Over the years, we've had a few familiar faces come through our doors, and dotted around you will find some signed menus. So we had the thumbs up from Alex Polizzi, the hotel inspector. After a day's filming at Whipsnade Zoo, the Bell welcomed Alex Polizzi, aka the hotel inspector, and the production team. I had a phone call to arrange for a film crew to finish off their documentary at the Bell, but they didn't expect Alex Polizzi to walk in. She tends to make anybody in the hospitality trade a bit nervous, so we were very relieved and delighted that she gave us the thumbs up and wrote on the menu what a lovely place it was. The crew finished off their documentary about a family in Aylesbury for their TV show The Fixer, whilst enjoying a bite to eat and a Guinness for Alex. We also had the pleasure of welcoming England goalkeeper Peter Shilton, who watched his first ever England match in a pub here. So it was an honour that it was in the Bell. The soap EastEnders has also been filmed at the Bell. And we wonder who will walk in next. This was an article that was in the newspaper back in 2012 about a little blue man tale. The spooky tale of the little blue man of Studham Common has caught the attention of the Dutchman Theo. He has been in touch with Dunstable and District Local History Society to try and find out more about this intriguing mystery. And it goes on to say, it all happened on a thundery day in the village of Studham in late January 1967. 6 young boys from Studham School were playing on the common on their way to school, and a few minutes after lightning struck, one boy saw a little blue man with a tall hat and a beard, and called to his friends, who also saw the mysterious figure. They began running towards the little man, but he disappeared in a puff of smoke, then appeared in another spot, only to vanish again. This happened 4 times in all. Headmistress at the time, Miss Newcomb, interviewed the children, and pasted their written reports into a book called The Little Blue Man on Studham Common. The boys said the man was 3 foot tall and wore a tall, brimless bowler with a rounded top. He had 2 round eyes, a small flat triangle instead of a nose, and seemed to have short arms. The man wore a one-piece garment and a broad black belt carrying a black box at the front, about 6 inches square. The boy commented, I and my friends were startled. He was horrid. Theo has been in touch with the Society chairman, John Buckledy, who dug out Dunstable Gazette cuttings for him about the event and readers' suggestions about what had happened. One person said that the incident resembles the old legends and folk tales of earth fairies and elementals. Could it be possibly that freak atmosphere caused by the flash of lightning these children saw into that other dimension which generally are only dimly aware of? Theo wants to find out what happened to the book containing the children's accounts. So it goes on, trying to find more information. On this page we have points of interest locally. Not far are Dunstable Downs, which is the highest point of the county of Bedfordshire. The Whipsnade Tree Cathedral, the Whipsnade Zoo. There's a zoo and a safari park. There's Ivanhoe Beacon, a prominent hill landmark in the Chiltern Hills, standing 233 metres above sea level. Also, 10 miles from the Bell is Woburn Safari and Abbey. Woburn Abbey occupies east of the village of Woburn and is a country house and the family seat of the Duke of Bedford. A little bit further afield is the Shuttleworth Collection. This is a collection. It's an aeronautical and automotive museum located at the Old Warden Aerodrome. It is one of the most prestigious in the world due to the variety of old and well-preserved aircraft. There's Priory Country Park, which is alongside the River Great Ouse, and Sandpod Raceway, 38 miles away from the Bell, which opened at Easter in 1966 and is Europe's first permanent drag racing venue. It was built on a disused Second World War airbase, once used by the 92nd Bomber Group. Also around the Bell that many have enjoyed are the walks around Studham Common. And each walk gives you the time it would take, what you will see and experience with wildlife and views. The Whipsnade and Studham Circular Walk, and other information of interest. Here we are. Our contact information to find us on Facebook and Twitter, which is the Balanced Studham, and you'll find us on Instagram too. And then a few light-hearted couple of final thoughts to finish with. Wine pairing in the Stone Age had a simple rule of thumb. If it tries to eat you, serve with red. If it runs away from you, serve with white. People say that drinking milk makes you stronger. Drink 5 glasses of milk and try to move a wall. You can't. Now drink 5 glasses of wine and the wall moves all by itself. Try cooking with wine for your next supper. It may not go so well. After 5 glasses, you may forget why you were even in the kitchen. And finally, the other day someone told me that I could make ice cubes with leftover wine. I was confused. What is leftover wine? The bell, as was, and will hopefully open again very soon.